So that's it as far as my song selection is concerned. I'll get you through the nuts and bolts here again. So as I come back here, like I said, channel 15 and 16 goes from my computer. Channel 13 and 14, and I'll take you back here, pardon me, is where the composite output of my video game system is coming into dual stereo RCA connections. Channels 1 and 3, don't ask me why I don't use 1 and 2, but 1 and 3 are for the two microphones that I run. Here's the one for the show hoster use. That usually ends up in my back pocket at any given point in the night. The other one ends up on the microphone stand. Normally I do run a 3 microphone system. Fortunately, I have had a couple microphones drop on me recently, so I've gone down to 1 for public use and 1 for myself. If there's duets or anything of that nature, I always hand out my microphone to accommodate. Here are the receivers for the wireless microphones. They just run a simple XLR output. You'll see right here. Those go into the XLR inputs on the back of my board, as you can see. That's pretty straightforward. As far as my computer is concerned, aside from the stereo sound cable that I have patching out, I do have 2 video outs. One is the DVI cable that goes into my monitor, obviously so I can see things. The other one is an S-video out, and I'm not going to take you all the way back there, but it wraps around the back of my rig and ends up right here, adapted into an RCA tip, and it plugs into channel A of my 2-channel switch box. Unfortunately, my switch box hasn't been working lately, so I'm down to 1 channel, so I end up just switching cables back and forth when I need to switch between karaoke and rock band. So for instance, if I need to move over to rock band, as you see right now, the TV, zoom in here, is showing my default karaoke screen. So if I were to come over here and flip the cables, as one falls on the floor, pardon me, and plug that right back in. If you look, we'll see that I'm now into the PlayStation home screen. And we'll just hit the control for that, as you can see. So that's it as far as my video inputs are concerned. My outputs at the moment, and I'm looking to completely upgrade all this within a month or so. It's just a Y adapter RCA cable output. One end goes into my television. It's a 25-foot coax cable with RCA adapter tips. It goes right into the television for singer and performer use. The other end is just a standard 25-foot RCA cable that wraps up and around and over in a really awkward way, ends up into the television for the audience to see. So along with that, I've obviously from the computer have my mouse and my keyboard connection. And from the very front, this is just something that I do. I keep my PlayStation controller plugged in to maintain a charge. Obviously, I sync it up at the beginning of the night. I can take it on and off the cable as needed, but usually, unless it's in use, it stays there charged and docked. Alright, as far as the video game system, I do run the 2 wireless Rock Band guitars. One is a Rock Band 1 Strat, one is a Rock Band 2 Strat. Don't ask me why, I'm looking to upgrade those in the next month anyway. While I'm down here real quick, let me show you what this is right here. This is my wireless router. It's what allows my show hosting PC to communicate with my electronic songbooks over there. It's a $30 wireless router. You can get it basically anywhere that sells electronics. Right. So getting back to the instruments, I do run the 2 wireless Rock Band Strats. Have them on really cheap guitar stands that I picked up from a buddy who owns a music store. Nothing too fancy about those. And they plug into ports 1 and 2 on my PlayStation. Port 3 is for the microphone. I'm looking to upgrade my microphone situation sometime in the near future as well. But for now, this plugs right in. Usually leave it on my table here because I only have the 1 microphone stand and a majority of my performers are doing karaoke. So I leave it there and then hand it out to singers when they need it. And then the 4th USB port goes into my drums. And yes, I'm aware I'm using Rock Band 1 drums. I do own Ions, but they're very difficult to transport unless I'm using them for a special event. I just run with the standard tried and true Rock Band 1 drums. You'll notice my pedal is modified. That's just some sheet aluminum that I glued onto it. Did it myself. Ended up costing me about 40 bucks. Probably should have bought something online in the long run. But that's it as far as my instruments go. The display is optimized for the drummer to be able to see. As you can see, I'll sit down here and show you. This is my line of sight. Works out pretty well unless one of my performers, my singer or my guitar or bass player is standing in front of me, which is, for instance, my associate Jeff will stand in front of me. It's not too bad where he stands there, but if he comes across, if he's moving around a little bit, as you can see right here, I've got no line of sight, which is why I'm looking to upgrade my video situation sometime in the next few weeks. I think that basically covers it as far as all my connections are concerned. If you guys have any questions, you can always contact me. I can be reached at Liquid Courage Karaoke, that's courage with the letter K, at gmail.com. That's the address for my company, and I'm usually pretty good about responding to those. I'll give you guys one more overview of the setup here before I start to break everything down. And I'll leave you with this caveat. This is a setup that I'm not in love with. It definitely gets the job done. Long story short, over the course of the next few months, I'm going to be upgrading, say, the speakers, my microphones. Love to upgrade my drums. Love to go to a laptop system instead of a desktop. Love to get a powered mixer that's a little more portable. Upgraded guitars, LCD TVs. Yeah, basically I'm looking to upgrade everything. So that's all I have for you. You guys, hopefully this was informative and you didn't think I was insane. You have a great night, and I will see you around. Bye-bye.